YouTube, my name is PrezWaste and hopefully you enjoyed that intro. Today we're going to talk about Far Cry 4, so let's get to it.
Hey, passport.
So, Far Cry 4 takes place in the fictional Himalayan region, most likely Nepal, named Kirat. The player assumes the role of Ajay Gale, or Aged Gale, attempting to fulfill his mother's dying wish by spreading her ashes in Kirat. Gale gets caught in the midst of a brutal civil war between the Golden Path and Pagan Min's royal army. As you embark on this journey, you will discover new locations, hunt animals, liberate places, and craft new gear, because that needs to be said when talking about Far Cry 4. There is a lot to do.
मैंने कहा पहाड़ में जा कुछ है अभी तक कुछ नहीं कोई बात नहीं बॉस कोई बात नहीं ले लो चुप मिल गया कुछ मिल गया हेलो बॉस अभी जाने से निकलो रुक रुको
Like I said, there's a lot to do in Far Cry 4, much like its predecessor. If you have played Far Cry 3, you will recognize this game right away. It's just an extension of Far Cry 3 really, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. Remember, most people said that Far Cry 3 is the best open world shooter you have out there, and I kinda agree. So that's not a bad thing. But let's get a bit more into the details of what you can do when you're exploring Kirat. So one of the things you can do is actually hunting. You can hunt animals like in Far Cry 3, and if you're new to it, you're just hunting animals, killing it with whatever. But notice this, in this game, if you kill with a bow, you will get double skins, because that's the whole point of hunting animals. You're supposed to skin them after you kill them, and you're using that skin to craft new gear, which allows you to have more ammo with you, or more arrows, bigger wallet, and a bigger loot bag, and so on and so forth. And you can go around just picking plants or collecting treasures. Treasures just gives you an award after a certain amount of time, or unlocks a new weapon. And the plants just give you any type of syringes, healing syringe, hunting syringe, which allows you to see the animals out in the wild, and so on and so forth. And you can also liberate outposts or take over bell towers. Bell towers are used for Pagan Min's propaganda. If you destroy them, you will be allowed to see an area just next to the bell tower. So the map opens up more so you can see what's around. And the outposts, if you liberate them, that means you need to shoot everyone there. If you do that, you will have a waypoint and trader which comes there, and yeah, you can fast travel there. And you can undertake certain missions, take out an armored truck, or take out an entire convoy, do some survival hunter shit where animals are attacking from all the sides and you need at least one survivor of the group. And there is also karma quests, which are random quests which occurs, which you get karma for, which unlocks weapons and other stuff, really. So that's all the exploring things you can do in the game, and that's a lot. And the game's mechanics allows you to sneak or face everything head on if you want to, at least in the exploring thing. And now I'm going to show you a clip of where I'm liberating a post.
Coming up the
So let's talk a bit more about the story. The story is kind of weak in Far Cry 4 actually. You're supposed to spread the ashes of your mother, but find out some dark secrets, or whatever you want to call it, about your own family. Which motivates your character to stay in Kyrat even though the land is in civil war. So during your journey you of course meet a bunch of characters. All of them are quite stereotypical, I'm afraid. Except for Pagan Min, the main villain of the game. Pagan Min is played by Troy Baker and is doing a good job, but all of the other characters seems kinda dull. But anyways, you get in between two characters, which always forces you to make a choice. Do one thing or the other. But the problem with these choices is that they don't feel important. It seems like the same thing happens whatever choice you make. So overall the story, like I said, is kinda dull and stereotypical and cliche, but there are some good moments here and there, I guess. But let's talk about the biggest new feature in the game. Co-op mode. You can actually explore Kyrat together with a friend. Note that you can't play the campaign together. You can only explore and do everything else, or almost everything else together, not the campaign. The co-op is a lot of fun. I think me and my girlfriend played for about 10 to 12 hours after doing the first tutorial mission. We just went around exploring, liberating things, killing animals, doing all kinds of shit. It was a lot of fun. That is certainly the biggest and the best thing about Far Cry 4 in my opinion, the co-op. So, the game could have been cheaper for my part and just push the story part out of the way. Don't have a story, just exploration with a friend. That would have been good. I would have been good with that. But there are some kind of weird shit happening in the co-op from time to time. Just look at this. And for some reason her character kept having a shovel in his hand, for some reason. But anyways, the co-op is a lot of fun and the exploration is a lot of fun. Overall, Far Cry is a really good game, but let's get to the final verdict. So the pros are, exploration is fun, there's a lot to do, the co-op is awesome, the gameplay is solid, and Pagan Min is a cool guy, because he is. So the cons are dull story and cliche characters. So as you noticed, the cons are just about the story, nothing else. So the game deserves an 8 out of 10. Far Cry 4 is a really great game and you should really check it out. Anyways, YouTube, if you enjoyed this episode, please leave a comment, subscribe or like. Until next time, stay awesome.